Hey girlfriends, this is my updated makeup routine. I've been getting a lot of questions on TikTok, so I thought I would make a YouTube video for you guys. I just washed my face with the Prequel face wash. I'll put a little picture here of what it looks like. It works so good. I feel like it cleans my face really well and gives me a good base to work with. For my prep, I'm going to use these two products. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and the Rhode Barrier Restore Cream. Literally obsessed with this stuff. I just started using it recently and I love it. I feel like it's actually so hydrating on my skin. Most moisturizers I use will feel hydrating and then I feel like they go away after 10 minutes. I put on a lot of this and I'll bring it down to my neck. Okay, do y'all see the glow? It's actually insane. I'm now going to use the primer and I just rub this in and let it sit on my face until it gets kind of tacky, sticky feeling. Sometimes I'll stick a makeup brush on my face and see if it like stays on my face and then I know it's ready. Okay, so usually for my makeup looks, I'll go in with this Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation and this is in shade 465. Today I'm going to do a little bit more of a natural look, so we're not going to be using this, but this is what I normally use. I'll do like 5 pumps around my face and bring it down to my neck. And then I'll mix it with the Say Sun Glow drops. And I'm just going to be using these by themselves today. These give such a pretty glow and a little bit of a bronze. And then I use this dip stick. This is what I use for blending almost everything. This is after the glow drops. I also brought them down to my neck. Now I'm going to go ahead and do mascara. Sometimes I like doing this because I always recurl my lashes after I do my mascara. So while the mascara sits, I do the rest of my makeup and then recurl them when I'm done. This is the eyelash curler I use. It's by Shiseido. After that, I go in with the Lash Princess Lash Primer. This is by Essence, and I don't know why primer just makes your mascara so much better. The first lash primer I ever used was by Lancome, and I was like 12 years old putting this stuff on my lashes, and my lashes honestly looked really good. This is what the lash primer looks like. And for mascara, I'm using the Lash Princess. This is the False Lash Effect, and it's also by Essence. I've literally been using this mascara for years. I love it so much. And to accentuate your lashes, you want to make sure you're focusing on the lashes in the inner corner and outer corner because that's going to make your lashes look so much fuller. But I'm going to get a Q-tip and some micellar water and just get off all of the mascara. Okay, this is the lashes done. I'm also going to do bottom mascara, but I'm going to wait until the rest of my makeup is done. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is get tan. This stuff is literally freaking amazing. It's the Dibs Desert Island Duo Stick. I usually only use the contour side of the stick, but the blush is really pretty too. This is what it looks like, and I put this on the tops of my forehead, like higher apples of my cheeks, I guess. Just higher up on my face. And then I'll do a little bit of contour on my nose. And I'll usually do some on my eyes, but while my mascara is drying, I'm not going to touch it. A little bit on my chin, and then under my chin and on my neck. This is what it's looking like. Sometimes I'll even do a tiny bit right here because I don't like my under eyes being a lot lighter than the rest of my face. But I'm going to use the same brush and just blend everything up. Now that we're all bronzed up, we're going to go in with some concealer. I used to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer for like my whole entire life. It's actually way too pigmented, especially for summer. Great for a full coverage look though. But lately I've been using the NARS Creamy Concealer, and this is in shade Medium to Ginger. It's actually almost out, but I just like using a little bit. I'll just do like 2 dots under my eyes and then some right here. And I'll blend this in with my fingers, and then I'll go around and do the little spots where I'm having breakouts. I'm just going to go ahead and blend this with my finger. I don't know why, I feel like it creases less when I use my finger and I just have more control of where the product's actually going. I bring this onto the top of my eyelid and like into the corner right here. Okay, this is the concealer blended. Now I'm gonna put it right here and then just around the spots where I have little breakouts. I literally just do like a dot and then I blend that super carefully and it stays pretty covered. And this is all the places I put it. And I'm gonna blend this with this little brush from Tarte. I'm just lightly dabbing it and mainly going around it so I'm not taking off the product on my bump. Okay, now for blush. This is a new thing I've been doing. Use this at your own precaution because it can leave your makeup really splotchy. If you do it the right way, it looks really good. Since I've been tanning a lot, I like to do lip tint. I guess this is lip and cheek tint, but I don't usually like using it for my cheeks. But I'll do a little bit and then blend it super fast before it like waterizes and makes everything splotchy. I just love this because I love giving like a sun-kissed look in the summer. I'm gonna do it, but I can't talk while I do it because I gotta like lock in. Okay, like look how good that looks. I'm obsessed. My best friend Hannah put me onto this. I also put some tint on my nose. But now we're gonna do brows, and please do not use this. I'm using the Say lip liner in shade Cozy because I ran out of my brow pencil. I usually use the e.l.f. brow pencil in shade Deep Brown. So if you can get that one, do not purposefully like get this. It does work, but it's a lot harder to blend than an actual eyebrow pencil. I just use it to lightly fill in my brows because I haven't dyed them in a while. So as you can see, the color doesn't really match my brows, but we're just going with it. I'm going to go ahead and go in with some bronzer. This is Hula's bronzer. This is in shade medium deep. I'm using the same brush again, but I'm using the fluffy side of it. And I'm basically just going over my whole face, but especially the places where I did contour. I'm going in with powder blush. This stuff is actually so good. It's by Say and it's in shade Crazy. And the color is literally just perfect. I just go over the same spots where I did the liquid blush. I also do some blush on my forehead and chin. Okay, now for powder. This powder is from Walmart and it's the brand Almay. This is just their translucent setting powder, and I'll just pour it into the lid. And I'm using this little loose brush. This is from Morphe, and I'm gonna go on my cheeks. And then I'll go under my eyes. And I'll also do my forehead and then like right beside my nose. And then I set my brows with brow gel because I love a little bit of a bushy brow look. This is the ColourPop brow gel and I honestly love it. I really just brush my brows up and a little bit to the side. And this stuff holds like all day. I used to use the e.l.f. one and it also worked good, but I feel like this one's just a lot easier to use. And then I just used the same little brown lip liner to do some fake freckles on my nose. I have some natural freckles, but every time I do my makeup it covers them, so I like to add some. For highlighter, I use Kylie Cosmetics. This one is like busted. I've been using it for forever and it doesn't have the shade on the back of it because everything came off, but I'm pretty sure it's just like their basic highlighter. And I do this on my nose and the bridge of my nose, the tips of my eyelids, and then I'll do it on the corner of my eyes and sometimes my cheeks, but I'm not going to do it on my cheeks tonight. I just recurled my lashes. Now I'm going to go in with bottom mascara, and for this I don't use any primer. I just do a tiny bit. Okay guys, we're back. My camera actually died, so I had to charge it really quickly, but I did mascara on my bottom lashes. Now we're going to do the lip combo. Okay, so first I go in with this lip tint. This is from e.l.f. and it's in shade Plums Up. This is what I had on in the beginning of the video with just some Laneige gloss. Then I go in with the Say lip liner. This is in shade Billy, and I just outline my lips with this. And then for lip gloss, I'm using the Laneige Glowy Balm, and this is in Berry. This stuff is so hydrating and it's so glossy. This is what the lips look like. And then to finish everything off, I go in with the Say setting spray. And this is the finished look. I love you guys so much. Let me know if you try. Bye.